I'm always right. I'm always right.
What is going on, lunatics? I like saying lunatics, so we're going to stick with that. Guys, I hope that you in the Lunc army are looking at the price action and watching what's going on and seeing the developments that are happening behind the scenes, because it's a fascinating thing. We're going to talk about a little bit about that today. We're going to look at a couple of things. I'm going to do this as quickly as possible, try to get this through so that you don't get bored of looking at my handsome face and start to quote unquote move on. So anyway, first of all, price action trading at about 95 right now. That's not really a change from what's been happening for the last little while. So this is a boring little pattern right here. Now, if you are playing it, then you are playing it all the way up here to this edge and then back down and then back up towards the edge. Now, as you can see in this little move right here, as we're watching, this is coming from the bottom. And guys, I'm a genius, so you can trust me, right? Well, it's starting to break out this way. We're starting to form lower highs. And then over here, it looks like, I mean, we can make an argument right here that we're trending either way, if we're trending in a descending wedge or if we're trending in a pennant pattern. Either way, it looks like we're headed in a bullish sort of pattern, right? For a breakout. We're primed for another move. Now, the problem with that is that this looks like it's going to kind of die down right here, and we're going to be moving in the next pattern is going to be a lesser form of a move, and then perhaps a breakout. So don't get a little moved negatively if you see this kind of break down a little bit back into this 9100 range, maybe even 9200. Not a lot of change, but you'll know what I'm talking about. It just seems like it's moving a little bit like it's ready for that breakout. So keep an eye on it. Watch for the price action. Trading overall at 95.16. USDC also having a little bit of a move here. 8 million in volume. It was significant yesterday. Not nearly as much today, but it was significant. Remember, 3 days ago we were talking about being like 5 million a day. Not very much. 115 million market cap, now 121 million market cap. So it is moving. But here's the thing. This right here, there's a little drawing here this person made, and it's an arrow pointing up, an arrow pointing down, an arrow pointing up. Does that mean that the price is going to go up? No, but this guy drew on a map, so we're going to say that it would be nice if that were the play. Now, logically speaking, that could be one of the plays. It doesn't mean that it will happen. We're not in a market that really is moving super good right now, but it does make sense from what I just gave you that this thing could wedge out and start to break towards the upside with an eye on that 10,200 level, which is most probably the next level of decent resistance. You can actually see that over here. We'll have to break through in order to get there, because this is where it was tested the last time. Could expect, by the way, if this plays out the same way, the rejection is probably going to be at 10,000 and not 10,200. So keeping an eye on it. If we get that, then it'll be a breakout and it'll be a move towards the upside. Diamond Hands points out here, Judge Jed Rakoff said he will rule on the motion to dismiss the lawsuit against Kwon on Terraform on July 14th. Smash the like button if you want, Judge. Look, I don't know if I want him to dismiss it or not. I want the truth to be known, but I don't think, in my opinion, that Kwon is guilty. I like, they're going to have to really find out. Is he entitled to his own money? Yeah. So if he spends his own money, what's the problem, right? I don't know that he did or he did not. What I do know is that it sure looks like he's guilty because people want a fall guy. I don't know that he actually did anything. There's no proof of anything that I've actually seen. It doesn't mean there's not. But what I would like to say is, I think we could all agree at this point that we saw the evidence that it was Citadel. We all saw that it was an active depegging by FTX and Citadel working in unison to destroy this product. And that has nothing to do with Kwon, and that he just seems to be the man targeted because he was the one in charge. Now, is it irresponsible for him to have created an algorithmic fungible token that could have this happen and then explain to people that it could happen and then dare somebody to do it? That's a little bit cavalier, but we're all grown-ups here. You have to manage your own risk. You have to manage your own responsibility. When you come back to me and you tell me, well, I lost everything. Well, how the hell do you have everything in one product anyway? I mean, you have to be able to answer that question, right? And there has to be a reasonable answer. But let's move on from there, and then say news on Binance. Binance is actually talking about right here a token on Binance feed, USTC and Luna Classic algorithmic stablecoin and value, and they're talking about, if you come over here, Binance still supporting Luna Classic and still supporting USTC, and a nice little discussion here about how this would work and what this would do and how it would work. Now, by the way, and in closing here, if you didn't see it already, I did have an exchange here with one of the old developers, and it didn't go, Tobias, it didn't really go, it didn't make sense to me. He has his opinion about, what would happen or what should happen, and fascinating developer, right? But I don't know that I think he's already ingrained that he's decided that this is how it has to be. And I don't know that to be the case. So once the AFT is put together, once this is all done, then let the process play out. Now, if it doesn't work and he's right, my bad. But if it does work out, I think Tobias is going to probably owe a lot of people kind of an apology and say, hey, you know what? He doesn't owe an apology, I don't think. But he should be saying, you know what? I was wrong. Because that's what I'm going to have to do, right? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified of future content, subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment down below. That keeps this thing trending and sending and gets more people involved in the Luna Classic ecosystem. And we'll talk to you again very, very soon.
Whoa, another shot of the bullet. Loaded, got complex, cocking and pulling. That bottleneck look like the Loch Ness. What are we doing? I'm about to fall out, boy, in the proofs and the pudding. So, can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I ain't mean to call you that.